Hi, I'm Serina Perez, and I'm here in the Primavera Online High School Lounge. I'm hanging with Archie Bradley. Hi.
Hi.
So you're playing hooky today?
Yeah, I snuck away from the game. All my guys are grinding right now, getting ready for the season.
Julia Chambers has dedicated her life to sports, including wrestling, track and field, cross country, and now football. And she says in the past, she always had a feeling she wanted to try out for football, but it was other people's opinions that held her back. The National High School Rodeo Association has been around since 1949 and has steadily seen an increase in its numbers over the years, especially this season with the season opener this weekend in Payson with about 300 contestants. Jessica McDonald has accomplished what some would call impossible, overcoming injuries, becoming a single mother, and she has a message for young female athletes.
You're sure alright.
Barbies, the color pink, and dancing, all of 6-year-old Jaden's favorite things. And her energy, described by most, is just a spunky, kind-hearted little girl. But one thing about Jaden you might not guess when you first meet her, she was born a boy.
We've noticed that she wasn't developing as others were. Like, she's very quiet, very to herself, very angry all the time, and we went through like all.
Jaden was only 3 years old when her mother, Vanessa Gomez, recalls what doctors thought about Jaden's behavior at the time.
Called it like ritualistic routines and sensory issues because she always liked tutus, you know, the material of tutus. And we were like, oh, maybe it's just that, you know.
But as time went on, Jaden identified as a girl more and more.
If we accidentally say he, or if somebody says he, she gets mad. It turns into tears. It turns into, why did you say this? Why did you say that? I'm a her.
Do you have a lot of friends at school?
Yeah.
Although Gomez says the schools, the teachers, and even parents have been fully supportive, she can't help but worry.
It's very nerve-wracking because you don't want your child, especially so young, to be, you know, bullied or, you know, even put off by adults, because I know that's out there, and at one point in time she's going to face that.
Although family, friends, even Jaden's education system has been fully supportive of Jaden identifying as a girl, Vanessa Gomez, Jaden's mother, knows it won't always be so easy. And it's programs like Listen that are here to help school systems, educators learn the importance of inclusiveness.
Ways of including LGBTQ students into the classroom. So things like talking about pronouns at the beginning of the school year.
With just simple things like pronouns, there has been a decrease in bullying with schools who have inclusiveness programs. But of course, there will be those who believe allowing your child to identify with the opposite gender is dangerous.
Jaden sees neuro, Jaden sees genetics, developmental pediatrician, the regular pediatrician, goes to physical therapy.
And all those specialists have one thing in common.
So many specialists, and no one has ever like stepped aside and was like, this is wrong, you know, you could hurt them in this way.
Are you a boy or girl?
Girl.
Reporting for Cronkite News, I'm Serina Perez.
I was born with mild cerebral palsy, and it's really affected me all throughout my life. There's been places in my life where I've been an outcast, but there's a lot of places where I've been accepted.
So I was born with a rare syndrome called Klippert-Trenaunay-Weber syndrome, and that led my feet to get swollen. And so as I was growing up, my feet got swollen and it got to the point where I couldn't walk. So my parents decided to amputate my feet at the age of 2.
8 years old, I was diagnosed with a rare form of muscular dystrophy. And essentially, I've been using a chair part-time since I was about 9 years old, and then full-time as a teenager.
All different stories, all different disabilities, but what bonds each of them is the family and acceptance they found within the game of wheelchair basketball.
When you're a kid, you don't want to be different, whether you have a disability or not.
Robert Reed understands the adversity of adapting to a wheelchair and shares how wheelchair basketball provides inclusion.
When I found wheelchair basketball, it really changed the game for me. It made it so that I had an outlet, and I always kind of felt like I wasn't like the other kids, and when I was able to play sports, it made me feel like I was just like they are.
14 years later, Robert Reed is now head coach of Varsity 360, a youth wheelchair basketball team at Ability 360 in Phoenix. Inside these walls are where players from the ages of 12 until they graduate high school can compete not only against their peers, but against their inner struggles.
Basketball's really helped I guess, my confidence in myself. Some of us are amputees, some of us are born with a disability, some of us develop a disability. It's all different, and we're all a family.
The camaraderie of just wheelchair sports and adaptive athletics as a whole is something I love because we're all there for each other. We're all there to compete, but in the end, we're all family and friends.
There are more opportunities that come from youth wheelchair basketball, like the chance to be a college athlete, something Hernandez himself didn't know could happen, but is now attending the University of Arizona on a sports scholarship and a part of their wheelchair basketball team.
Like I was just talking to earlier, one of the players, he wants to go to college to play wheelchair basketball. And he was asking me questions. I just told him, you got to put in the work.
Another youth career will be coming to an end this season, and although Hagen Cakes doesn't know what's next, he says this.
I want our team to have that family dynamic no matter who's on the team.
And if you're hesitant to be a part of an adaptive sports team,
just don't be afraid. There's many resources out there for disabled people. I know Ability 360 is here to help you. Wherever you're from, I know there's resources out there to help you.
In Phoenix, Serina Perez, Cronkite Sports Report.
Nope, that ain't it. We're gonna
All
start
right,
higher.
I think I got it.
Oh, that's working.
hip.
Now.